Good evening, everyone. Just getting my screens up so that I can see comments. There we go. That's all up and done now. So, welcome to Babsie's Card Making and Crafting. And today we are concentrating on Pampered Pets. It's a lovely stamp set, this is. But we're using a lot of the DSP. As I said, welcome to Babsie's Card Making and Crafting. I'm Babsie. Hello, Lynn. Lovely to see you. I'm Babsie, and I'm from a little village called Deanshanger, just outside Milton Keynes in the UK. I'm a Stampin Up independent demonstrator, and as I said, we're bringing Pampered Pets to you this evening. I've had some great fun with this stamp set and DSP. It's absolutely lovely. Look at all these characters on here. They're really cute, aren't they? Really, really sweet. And you can just fussy cut these out. There is one on here that is die cut. This one here. There's a die for this one, but they are so easy. I've had great fun playing with the papers. And on the other side you've got like grass, and then there's these fish and a little bowl and fish on the end of a line, their little paws. Lovely, 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 lovely. And then the dogs, I've got to think of Michelle when I see that one. Oh, hello Joe, hello Carol. It's nice of you to join me. Lovely to see you. There we go, and there's some more dogs there. Then the other side of paws and red stripes, and absolutely glorious. Lovely, lovely. Right, well, the first card I'm bringing you is a white base card, just a normal C6 card, which is half of an A4. So that's 8 1/4 scored at 4 1/8 and 5 7/8 long. So if you imagine two of these, one on top, one on the bottom, is scored down the middle on the short side and then cut on the long side just in half, and that gives you a C6 card. So that's our card base. I think we've got it round this way if I remember rightly. Oh dear. Hello Carol. Now our card base is basic grey, and that's what we're going to be working on. So we've got lots of little bits of DSP. So for those of you that are joining me that doesn't know, aren't familiar with the terms of Stampin' Up, DSP just means designer series paper, and it's a special double-sided printed paper, but it's really thick quality paper. It's almost a light card, really. So these are the bits that I've cut out, or should I say use a guillotine, really. It's not my it's not my handiwork. You'll see my handiwork in a minute. So this is one of the backs of this one. So this is just on the back here. And what we're going to do is we're going to try and put that right in the middle, so that runs in the middle there. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. And I've got some glue here and a very thin liner, very thin, oh, what do they call it? Oh, hi Sue. Thank you for joining me. Whatever that's called. Oh dear, it's a fine glue tip. Oh dear. I've only just had my tea and I've had to rush it a bit, and I'm all like, ah. Right, so this one's going in the middle, so I'm just going to put that down on the graph, lift it up here so you can see, and hopefully we'll get this middle fiddle. There we are. Oh, oh. Are we there? Almost, almost. Yay, there we go. So that's that one. And then this one, let's do the same with that one. Get that in the middle. I won't fuss with that in a minute because I'm bound to have moved it with my fingers. Just a very fine line of glue. Now, if I'd started off saying that, I would have realised what it was called, wouldn't I? Oh dear. Right, so let's get that straight. There we go. And then we can use the graph paper to position that right in the middle. Whoops. Oh, it's jumping about a bit tonight. There we go. There we are. All the way to... Oh, that wasn't too bad, was it? Now, I've got some bits left over. I hope. I've got one bit left over. Oh, there's the other bit. There we go. And these are going on the end here. So let's do a little bit of that first. Now we've got a cat with us. He's a law unto himself, as most cats. But I can't honestly say with my hand on my heart that he is a friendly cat. He is part feral. The lady that we, well, she gave Calypso to us really because she was moving into a flat and she couldn't take the cat. So Peter was looking after a garden at the time, and Peter had already made friends with Calypso. It's not an easy thing to do. And she asked Peter whether, yeah, Sue's laughing there. She knows, she's felt Calypso's scorn on one occasion. But yeah, she asked Peter whether he'd be kind enough to take her. So we did. And, yeah, it's been an uphill struggle. We've had her for about 5 years now, 4.5 years, something like that. And when she first came to us, she wouldn't let her, we couldn't stroke her, we couldn't stroke her, we couldn't groom her. We still can't pick her up. Well, not without a fight. Yeah, she is her own lady, I must say. But she is a nice cat. She is a lovely cat, and she has to go to the vets to be groomed, you know, to be looked after a bit more than most people. Most people take their animals to the vets, but you know, that's as it is. But yeah, we don't have very many cuddly cute times with Calypso. But yeah, she does sit on our lap now, and we can groom her now to an extent. Yeah, Sue's saying yes, I do. So this is what I'm intending to do, is to have this across here, and then we've got some more elements to put on this. I can't remember what sentiment I thought of doing on here. Never mind, we'll just plod on. So this one then is going to be adhered down lengthways, as I've shown you. Oh, I can use the big one now. Just struggle with this one. Oh, missed the hole. There we go. So how is everybody today? Oh, Lynn's just ordered this one. Joe's ordering this one. Oh, well, perhaps I can give you a few ideas. Yeah, Feisty says it, Sue. Feisty says it. We can just trim that off in a little while. Let's do my graph paper again. Yeah. Oh, that went down fairly straight. Wow, that's the first. Yay. It is a lovely set, this one. It is really nice. You can do so much with it. And that one across there. There we are. Just trim the edges. It's not a lot of stamping in this one, I'm afraid. Yeah. And because I don't like to use the cut and emboss machine, I've done my die cutting first. You know, we said about the dachshund. Well, that's the one we're using today. We're going to use a dachshund today. And that's, oh, it's just an enjoy. That's what I was going to do, is just pop him down there. Oh, I want to put some treats in his... Oh, well, never mind. I was going to put some treats in his bowl. Wonder how I'm going to get around that. Anyway, so our dachshund is going on the pillow like this. And what I've done to do this pillow is just, I've used an oval die, just like this. Just like that. Oh dear. Yeah, I could colour some in. That's a good idea, Sue. If I'd thought about it, I could have done that sort of without doing the back of the bowl, and then it would have looked a bit better. But I'll have a think about that while I'm talking about this. So what I did, what I started to do was I had an oval, just die cut it out of a piece of white card. And I thought, oh, that'll do for a cushion. So I put the dachshund on top of it. I thought, no, it didn't look like anything like a cushion. So I put it through an embossing folder. It's a Subtles embossing folder, and it had these lines on it. And I thought, oh, that looks a bit more like a cushion. It's got the texture of a cushion. But the shape was all wrong. So I just got my scissors and just went round and just made wiggly lines all the way around the bottom, as if somebody's thrown the cushion on the floor, you know, as they do. They don't, it's not a straight line, is it? When you put the cushion on the floor, there's no straight line. So I thought, oh, well, that looked quite good. And then I thought, well, I don't like the white because it's too stark. So I just got my black blending pen, whoosh, 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 all over it. And then I put the dog on top, and I thought, yeah, well, you can't see actually no dents or anything where he's sitting. So all I did was just drew round his bottom. I don't know whether you can see that. I can see it, but I don't know whether you can. But there's an indentation here, just round here. So the dog just sits in there. Sort of like that. And then there's a little lip here, and his feet go over the edge. I thought that was quite cool. So that's where our dachshund's going. And I've just forgotten the moment the name of Michelle's dachshund. It will come to me in a minute, but I'm sure perhaps Lynn will know. I'm sure Lynn does know. She'll tell me in a minute. Oh, hello, Tracy. Good evening. Have you been enjoying the weather out there? It's been quite nice today. A bit blowy. Oh, there's nothing left in that one. No wonder nothing's coming. Oh, look, just a little bit. There we are. Where's my top? I'll have to stand that one upside down. There we go. There's a little bit on there. Pippi, that's it. Yes, because she just says Pip, doesn't she, when she's referring to the dog? Yeah, that's right, Pip. Well, that's who I thought of when I saw the picture of the dachshund. I thought, oh, that's Michelle's. So then to make the cushion stand out, I thought, well, now I'm going to have another white oval so that the dog stands out. So that's what I'm doing. I'm putting that one. Actually, I think I might put it up on dimensionals if I can find them. Here they go. We'll have a little dimensional, I think. There we go. So just put a little one on there. Whoops, no. Leave it there. And one on there. Woo! Goodness me. We're going to have, oh, now. Yeah, one behind his head. Yeah, why not? There we go. Think that'd be enough? Take the bits off. Yow, yow, yow. Come on. Oh, my goodness. There we are. There we are. There he is. And now we'll glue him, not literally. I don't mean I'm gluing Pip. Oh, look. Spot the deliberate mistake. I forgot we were going to have his head up higher than that. There we are. Rescued. And a little bit of glue. Oh, now this one's a bit better, isn't it? This is the one with glue in it, which does help. There we go. And pop that down there. Try to get him in the middle. I'm going to move over a bit, don't you? That's better. Oh, let's try again. Oh dear. You hear me sighing. That's better. There. We did get there in the end. There we go. Right, now, what we're going to do with this dog bowl. I have got... Now, am I going to be able to cut little bits, do you think? Oh, I tell you what I could do. Now there's a thought. Right. Now, if we had just a pile of bits, bit like the cushion this is, isn't it? It's a bit like what I did with the cushion. Just trying to fiddle the bit around. Right, now we've got to taper that bit down. And I think Pip would be on a diet if he had that much food in his bowl. Right, let's take a little bit off of this. There we go. How about that? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's not bad, is it? Look at that. Goodness me. Right. Let's put that on there before I change my mind. Up. Just a little bit too much. Now, I have got a little tiny pair of tweezers, and I found these in my bedside cabinet right at the back. I was clearing it out today, and I found these right in the back of the cupboard, in the drawer, right at the back of the drawer. You can tell I don't pluck my eyebrows, can't you? It's it being in the back of the drawer. Yeah. Right, so a little bit of glue. Let's stick that down, see if we can get that down. Yay, he's got a bowl of food. How good is that? There we go. A little bit of food, and if we can find a black pen, I don't think that would work, but I mean, we can try it. That's blue, that's no good. Basic black, that's the one. And we can maybe just go something like that. I don't know whether you can even see that. Look at that. He's got now a bowl of food. Oh dear. Silly things. There we go. Right. So that's on there. So we'll glue that onto this one. So there we go. That can go on there. And that kind of echoes what Pip's sitting on. So that can go there. We'll pop that up on dimensionals in a minute. Put that in the bin. Put the top on there. Pip can go up there. The enjoy down here. Oh, I should have had that down. Yeah. Oh dear. Enjoy. Pop this one up on dimensionals. I think, having put it all together, I think the card is lacking something. I wonder whether you could help. What else can we put on the card, or do you think it's fine as it is? Yeah, loads of food. Yeah. Oh, hello, Carol. It's another Carol. There we are. So that's our card, but I was just wondering whether you think we ought to add something. Oh, oh, I am a silly woman. We've got to put it on the card first, haven't we? Deary, deary me. What? Right, let's put Pip in place. There we go. Pride of place up there. That was a crucial bit missing. It actually had to be on a card. It's going to be one of those evenings, I think. Right, let's pop that one down. There we are. I don't have one. Sue said a dog's toy. I don't actually have one. I've got a little bit of cord. Could do anything with that. Oh, do you know what I should have done? Hang on. I've just had a bit of an idea. There we go. Oops, taking a bit of the debris off. Never mind. Right, so if we cut a length of this and then just did this. I have no idea whether this will work, but I have done it a couple of times myself, but it's a bit of string. Come on. Oh, what do they? Oh, yeah, they whirl it round your fingers, don't you? That's it. That's it. And then turn it. That's it. As long as it goes over the food. There we go. Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm liking that. So we'll just trim that one off. Pop that one there and leave that one up there. There we are. There's not so much grey space now. Looks a bit better. There we are. That's my card. Well, that's one of them. And then the next one I thought we'd do a little kitty card. So this is crumb cake base, and I've got a soft suede layer, again just a little bit smaller, and this one's going to be a bit of a sad one because this is saying the stamp I'm going to be using is this, and it's always in your heart, so sorry for your loss. And when people have animals, they get so attached. They become their children, don't they? I'm not sure whether Calypso will ever be like that with us. I know Pisa is very fond of Calypso. And we would be heartbroken if she ever, you know, if anything happened to her. But some people really do... really do treat them as their children, and it's very sad for them when they lose their animals. Right, so this is going to be a bit of a somber one. So we'll start off by putting our sentiment in here. So what I'm going to do with this one is just to stamp this to the bottom here. And when I was cutting these out, because these are die cuts, this is a die cut, when I was cutting these out, it left all these little hearts all these little paw prints on my mat, on my cutting mat, and these are tiny, tiny hearts. So what I'm hoping to do is use 1 or 2 of them on the card. So we want some soft suede or crumb cake, maybe crumb cake. I'll have some crumb cake. A little bit of something there. Just getting that off. And I'm just going to use another piece of paper just to stamp this, just to make sure it's okay. I told you last week I don't like I don't like messing up my grid paper until I have to. Right, so again, another use for the grid paper. Just pop this at the bottom and try and get it central. Just leave it a few seconds for it to adhere. Get the ink onto the... There we are. Oh, it's a little bit skewy. Let's stamp that off and then I can clean it. There we are. Oh, Carol. Carol was just commenting on the page to say her 5-year-old granddaughter cried when her fish died. It is difficult when children lose their first pets, isn't it? Right, so that's in crumb cake. Now, let's see if we can get these hearts on the go. So this is a take your pick tool, and you've got sticky putty on one end that will pick up, it's a bit dry that bit, that will pick up these hearts, pick up sequins and all sorts. So that's on the end of my take your pick tool, and I'm just putting a little dab of glue on here so we can put the hearts. Not quite sure how many I want, but I put 5 down there. We see how we go. So 1 on there, and 1 up there. One there. Oh, didn't want to come off that one. There we go. And 1 there. Needs another one, doesn't it? Let's just put 1 in here. And 1 right in the middle. There we are. Right, so I think we've got all our components. Now that I die cut out that just in a piece of crumb cake, and I use the die from the die set to do the paws. So what I'm intending to do is to have a piece of DSP here, this paper here, pop the sentiment up there, and then we're going to have this piece over here, and then this one over here, so it matches that. Something like that, and then the dog can be, the cat I mean, could be sitting on there. So that's the composition that I was thinking. And we have some ribbon somewhere. Here we go. And I was going to put a line of ribbon down here. Or maybe across here. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, I made a little bow. And I thought the little bow would... Oh, just the little bow. Yeah, I think I'll just put the bow, I think. Right, so let's get sticking. There we go. It's just a few ideas using the DSP. The other thing that I haven't got a lot of it left actually, but the other thing I am doing with this stamp set is I'm creating a card, one of my crafting bags. So I'm putting together a crafting bag using this stamp set, and there'll be 6 cards to make. I've got 6 projects for you. I haven't costed it out yet, but I would think it would be between 15 and £20. But you've got 6 cards, and you've got all the DSP, and you've got quarter of a pack of DSP. Dear me, I knew I should have written this down. Quarter of a pack of DSP to do all of your cards with, and you'll have loads left over. You'll have all the card bases, and you'll have extra card bases to use for your own projects. And you'll have ribbon and some sequins and all sorts of things. So when I get it all together, I'll put it up on my page, and if anybody's interested, please let me know, and then I can start ordering the bits and pieces that we need. So if anybody's interested in a crafty bag from me containing 6+ cards and DSP, sequins and all sorts of other things, let me know, and then I can get started on getting it all together. I'll send out I'll put a post on the page here when I've got it all together. It should be by the end of this week. I'll put it all together, and then you can see exactly what you're getting, exactly how much it will cost. And it'll be using this stamp set and the DSP. There we go. So that was really quite easy. Now, although I have used die cuts to make these squares here, you don't have to. You can just use punches, or you can just use an ordinary square. Just cut a square out of paper. You don't really need all of the extra bits and pieces, you know, like. But for the crafter who has got lots of bits, you know, lots of stock of, like a die cutting machine and other bits and pieces, then you know, you can use the dies. But for people who haven't, these cards can be made just by cutting, just by a piece of just by using a pencil and a ruler, and you can cut cut an oblong out, or cut round. If you want a circle, just cut round a, you know, top of a jar or something. Just making it easy for you to craft. So there we go. And we'll pop that one on a card, as I seem to keep forgetting. There's just a little play with card and DSP today. There we are. Oh, make sure it's round the right way. Yep. There we go. So that's another card made today just by using a little bit of DSP and some cardstock. There we are. This actually isn't in the DSP for this one, because I would have put a little bit of the papers that came with it, with this stamp set, but I've used it all. So I had to delve into my other stash. So yeah, I think that goes quite well. So there we go. So there's another card for you. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing those today, and you've got some ideas of how you can use your new stamp sets. As I say, if you're interested in the Pampered Pets crafty bag, then just give us a message and we can get going. But if there's anything else I can help you with, if you want a catalogue or you want to order anything, then please get in contact with me. Oh, and we were notified today that Stampin' Up have got a sale going on the 23rd, Wednesday the 23rd, is for one day only, and there is a list of certain stamp sets that you can get 15% off. So it's a real saving. If you'd like to know any more about that, please message me and I can let you know what stamp sets are in the list. And if you have got any favourites, just ask me and I can tell you whether they are on the list. So yes, that's really exciting. That's all happening on Wednesday, so don't lose out. There's some really lovely stamp sets in that sale. At 15% off, that's quite a bargain. So thank you so much for joining me this evening. It's been a pleasure to show you these cards. I've had such much fun sorting these out and preparing for my crafty bags. So thank you, and look forward to seeing you on Friday. Thank you. Don't forget to press the follow button if you want to know when I've gone live, when I go live again. And if you're on YouTube, it's a subscribe button. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye bye now. Bye bye.